Next up, Sports Talk. Next up, Sports Talk. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Does help with the growth and the visibility of the channel. As you can see, Mason Greenwood versus England FA. Friends, what you mean by that? I'm about to tell you here in this video. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Does help with the growth and the visibility. Thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for another one. Because without him, none of this would be possible. Shout out to everybody out there that continue to like, subscribe, and definitely comment on this video. Very important. Very important. A lot of you haven't subscribed yet. I don't know what you're waiting on, but go ahead and kindly consider subscribing to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it if you can go ahead and do that. Road to 5,000 subscribers. Next goal, road to 5,000 subscribers. Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood has been a topic of conversation on many different platforms, many different forums, not only YouTube, but worldwide. Mason Greenwood is definitely the topic of conversation. And the topic is Mason Greenwood is looking to attempt reportedly to try and play for England's men's national team. Now, it's Mason Greenwood versus the FA. What do you mean by that, Francis? Well, Mason Greenwood has had some off-the-field issues that definitely are like a roadblock. It's like a speed bump into his dreams of playing for the national team of England. Wow, we're back again to talking about the things that happen off the field that affect your on-the-field play wherever you go in the world. It's called accountability. Right now, Mason Greenwood, whether right or wrong, and I don't got an opinion, whether right or wrong, Mason Greenwood is being held accountable to the things that were said and done in the media and off the field. We spoke about Isaac Hayden saying a few things in an interview, them coming back from my point, from me. I'm challenging him on those things that he has said. What do you mean by that? The accountability. Now, we know that there's a few players, a part of the English men's national team, that had a few choice words towards Mason Greenwood and his allegations and the things he's dealing with off the field and in the courtroom, and that has dealt with. Now, Mason Greenwood moved over to Olympique Marseille, and listen, balling. Mason Greenwood is balling. He is balling out of control. Out of control. He has 6 or 7 goals already in the season. He's playing phenomenally for the team. They rely on his offense. They rely on what he brings to the table. And so you would hope, Mason would hope, with the hiring of the new coach, Thomas Tuchel, and the way that he has been performing, because it goes hand in hand, right? It's what have you done for me lately? With his performance, with the way that Mason Greenwood is playing, he would hope, many would hope, that the England FA would overlook the things that have happened off the field and bring him onto the team based on what he can do on the pitch. But it doesn't seem like that's something that can happen. And the reason why I say that, because there is going to be a storm, a SHIT storm of media around the English national team if Mason Greenwood is to be brought into the team, based off what he has dealt with or still dealing with off the field to do with his personal life. Now, one would say, what does his personal life have to do with what he does on the field? It has a lot to do with it, because there's questions about character, there's questions about integrity, there's questions about mindset. And there's already a lot of media surrounding the English national team and their inability with all this young talent to win the big one, whether the Euro Cup or the World Cup. And I don't think the FA wants to deal with all that media circus that would surround the team if Mason Greenwood joins the team. Adding to it, there's already a media circus. There's already questions being asked as to why the English national team, the England FA, hired a foreign coach in Thomas Tuchel? Those are still questions that has to be asked. There's no games that has played yet with Thomas Tuchel to where he has to face the media and answer these questions, or the FA answering these questions on the back end, or the players asking, what is your feeling? What is your thoughts regarding Thomas Tuchel, a part of the team? You don't want these questions to be asked to your players. You want them to stay focused on the game. You want to stay focused on the task at hand, which is winning these games, getting to the World Cup, and performing well. Well, if you added Mason Greenwood to it, with some of the players already feeling how they feel about Mason Greenwood and his actions off the field, bringing him into the dressing room might not work out so well. And also, the media is going to clamor. And you know how the English media be. There's going to be a lot of questions. There's going to be a lot of posters, probably petitions as to why Mason Greenwood is in the team. And I'm not sure the FA wants to deal with that. I came here to say it's Mason Greenwood versus the FA because Mason Greenwood, his game, the way he's playing on the pitch, definitely should warrant him a position on the team. But it's off the field. One would say transgressions. It's off the field. Allegations is like a roadblock, blocking him from getting to his dream of playing for the men's national team, even though he is playing out of his mind. You'd say, why does that matter? It matters because there's so many factors, there's so much layers to it. If every other country around the world would stand firm on the integrity and the character of the players that are a part of their team, it would make players, one, behave themselves, two, reconsider some of the decisions that they make off the field. Because it doesn't matter how good you play on the field. If your off the field issues are affecting the dressing room, if your off the field issues are affecting the press conference and the media availability, that is a big issue. That is a big, big issue that needs to, because there's going to be a lot of questions being asked to Mason Greenwood. How much protection can you protect Mason Greenwood from the media? If Mason Greenwood becomes player of the match based off the way he's played for the England, how do you stop the questions from coming from the pundits? How do you slow down the questions? That is a question that a lot of people are not running through their mind. So it's not only about your ability to play the game, it's about your character and your integrity, because that can also affect the overall federation. That can affect the overall fan base. That can affect the overall dressing room and the team camaraderie, the togetherness that the team will need to perform if not everybody believes that said player, in this case, Mason Greenwood, is worthy to put on that jersey and represent England. You guys let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are on what I said in this video. If you got to watch it 2 and 3 times, watch it 2 and 3 times to get everything that I'm saying. But these are serious questions. These are serious concerns that are in front of the FA. These are serious questions and concerns that would be in front of any federation. And the media should never be afraid to ask the questions that are tough, that are uncomfortable, because that is the job of the media. It's the job of a journalist to ask the questions that maybe the fans don't get an opportunity to ask, but are wondering in their minds. Who's going to win this battle? Is there a battle? And who's going to win this battle? Mason Greenwood versus the England FA. Woo, boy. It's going to get hot. And if not, Mason Greenwood will be looking to put on the green, black, and gold for Jamaica if they say no to Mason Greenwood playing for the English national team. But there's a lot of tape. There's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of things that need to happen in order for that to happen. And I'm not sure if the FA is willing to deal with that or go through with that. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. Never say never. But I'm sure many Reggae Boys fans would love for Mason Greenwood to put on that green, black, and gold and come play for the country. With the form he's been on. Oh, yeah. You got it. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. I'm out.
This next up, sports talk. Yeah, homie, that's us. You ain't tuning in, then you're hustling backwards. We always keep it poppin', take your partner to slide through. Every sporting event, hit us up, but we got you, cause we what? Next up. Next up. Yeah. Next up. Next up. Yeah. Next up. Next up. Next up. Next up. Next up, sports talk. Don't even trill, homie, we got you.